Alright, so week 3 of the CMM. Now this week is an interesting one, right? Because first week I lost pretty damn badly. Second week I won pretty alright. Which means that this week is kind of very important to sort of gauge how the rest of the season is going to go, seeing as it's an 8-week season. So it's kind of, more, each match is more important, right? And this team that I'm playing against this week, which is JJ's team, I don't know what to think about it. It's very interesting, that's for sure. Like the first sort of row there with the Valiant, Infernic, Blood Moon, and Scarm, that's quite good, right? I like that. I like that sort of 4 mons, but then you look at like the second and third row, and it kind of just all falls apart in my opinion. So just looking at this team and team building for it, I had a couple of ideas in mind, right? One of them was being, holy shit, Palma goes crazy. Terra Electric Palma actually cooks this team. So that was my first thought, and then my second thought was, holy crap, Shell Smash Blastoise. What do you switch in on that? You have 1 War Resist that isn't weak to Ice. So that was sort of the main thing I wanted to do against this team, was bring Palma and Blastoise. And that's the main thing, right? I have these 2 offensive pieces that completely crack this team wide open, because they don't have any good defensive pieces. They have Dogspun, which, it's a Dogspun, it doesn't really do anything. They have Scarm, which, okay, that's good. They have Manaphy, which, if they want to run that defensive, they have to go AV, which means that they don't have any strong like water type. And they have Meganium, and Meganium is actually useless, right? So when you're prepping for this team, the only thing you actually have to do is get mons that can break Scarm and Dogspun, pretty much. And then everything else is just covered by that, because like, what are you using to break Scarm? Are you either using electric or fire? Meganium dies to fire, Manaphy dies to electric. And if you're bringing Dogspun, you're bringing poison, or you're bringing steel, and Meganium also dies to poison. So that's just kind of the unfortunate part of this team, is that it shares a lot of weaknesses in its defensive pieces, which I have exploited as well as I could on my team. The Pokemon with the little aura around them are Terramons. I forgot to add one for Meganium, but that is also a Terramon. And that's pretty much it. Let's get into my team. Alright. So here we have my team, and as I mentioned, Terra Electric Palma goes mad, goes insane. So I just brought Double Shock, Low Kick, Ice Punch, and Knockoff. Double Shock is the move I'm going to be spamming the most. Low Kick is to catch the Blood Moon mainly, who's going to be switching in on the Double Shock. Ice Punch is for just generally good damage into like the Meganium, into if I want to play do a mid ground. If they have Scarm and Blood Moon, I want to do more of a mid ground instead of getting Low Kick, I'll click Ice Punch. And then Knockoff is for removing items that could be potentially very scary for me, so like a Choice Scarf Infernic, for example. And we have my main win condition, or at least what I'm playing towards, what my game plan centers around, is Blastoise here, good old Richie. With Surf, Ice Beam, Filler Move, and Shell Smash, this thing is terrifying. Most likely I'll just be spamming Surf or Ice Beam because it's a Blastoise, but I could use Dark Pulse if Manaphy mainly is in front of me. Torrent instead of Rain Dish because I don't have Rain, and Torrent, if I get into that range, I literally one-shot everything, right? At Torrent, I'm +2 Surf one-shots to Valiant, which is kind of crazy. EVs are nothing crazy, it's just enough speed to outspeed a booster Valiant when I'm at +2, and then enough special attack to kill things, and just on bulk to have a more reliable way of setting up. Didn't really go with the EVs on this guy, but it has enough HP and special defense to live a +1 Scald from a defensive Manaphy after rocks, and then it's just max attack and enough speed to outspeed Choice Scarfed. One of their mons. I actually don't remember. But mons that go up to like 284. which I think is base 80, maybe. So that's pretty much here. Pretty much that set. Floatstone on Blastoise is just so I can set up on grass, not Infernape. So if I bring this guy in Infernape, he's just gonna go, alright, I'll just grass, not kill it. I take about 40%, kill my Shell Smash up, I'm faster and kill it, right? If I was a Rindo Berry, for example, I wouldn't be able to switch in on it as comfortably. Speaking of resist berries, we have Pheasantipity here. Fizzdeath Fez with Poison Jab, Heat Wave, U-Turn, and Roost. Poison Jab is just the move I'm going to be clicking. I want to poison things. Heat Wave is for Scarm, U-Turn for momentum and potentially getting poisons, and Roost is to stay healthy. Pyapa Berry is specifically for a Psychic or Psyshock on Valiant. So when Valiant comes in, I can go into Fez here, and based on what move they click, it gives me a lot of information if it's a physical, if it's a special, if it's a mixed Valiant, and based on that I can, play around it a lot more effectively. And my main defensive piece, whose picture is not loading it, there you go, is Tornadus. Now Assault Vest Tornadus is actually crazy, right? I said in my draft analysis that defensive Torn sucked. Listen, I had not seen the truth. I had not seen the truth of this thing is mad. It takes so many hits. And with Bleak Wind, Sludge Wave, Heat Wave, and U-Turn, it just gives me a lot of good moves, right? Bleak Wind for just move on clicking, Sludge Wave for the Darkspawn and the Valiant potentially, if I don't want to risk missing a Bleak Wind, and Heat Wave for Scarm, U-Turn for momentum. Enough speed to outspeed Valiant, that isn't booster, and then just defensive investment after that. Then we have Roselli Berry Garchomp. Now this guy, I do like my Hazard Chomp, and this is Rocks and Spikes, baby! Because their only hazard removal is Defog on Drifblim, and to be honest, I don't think they bring Drifblim to this matchup, but if they do, it's still going to take 25% from Rocks, unless it's Boots, in which case it's not really that scary because it can't be a burn set. Earthquake for Stab, Fire Blast for Scarm, Stealth Rock and Spikes to set up things. I'm never clicking a hazard button unless Espeon is gone, because I don't want to get bounced back into me, because I also don't have hazard removal this week. Max Spadef comes in on Espeon. It can come in. It can take one Moonblast from the Valiant, and it can generally just do good stuff. And then finally we have Choice Scarf Clippin, my bundle, with Hydro Pump, Freeze Dry, Ice Beam, and Flip Turn, truly the most inspired bundle set, with enough speed to outspeed Iron Valiant, max special attack, and then some HP investment. This thing is just here to be faster than everything and do damage. The reason it's Scarfed is I'm very much expecting a Scarfed Infernape, and this thing outspeeds it and kills it with a Hydro Pump. And if Infernape's gone, that's great for me, because Infernape is actually really scary. But yeah, that's my main team. And the main goal is just to get hazards up with you after Espeon's gone, blow massive holes through a team with you, and then clean up with you in the end game, using mainly these two as pivots and switch-ins, and this guy to maybe just also explode their team. So that's enough of that. Let's get into the battle, shall we? So this week as well, I'm doing a post-com, mainly because when I played it I was sick and it was 7 AM. And I don't know about you, but I did not feel like doing that. So we're doing post-com, and honestly I might just do post-com for the rest of the season because I do actually enjoy it more. Mainly just because when I'm playing, my mind is everywhere, and I would rather be able to try and focus on the game, and then I can start to bring a more analytical view to post-game commentary. Right, so in team preview, I saw no Infernape, and I thought, that's really good. I saw no Zoroark, and I thought, that's really good. And I saw Drifblim and thought, huh? I didn't really understand what Drifblim was here, but my game plan was just to lead with Torn, so that's exactly what I did. So leading Torn into their Ursaluna here, I know I take them about Blood Moons, I just click Bleak Wind, right? This thing is a scary threat, I want to get damage on it. They set up once, again, I know I survive a Blood Moon, I click Bleak Wind again, they click Blood Moon, I survive here. Now I click Bleak Wind again, which is such a dumb move, it's insane. I was looking at the calc afterwards. That's a 50% chance to kill from where Blood Moon is at, plus it can miss. And Torn is super important to my game plan, so that was just a really bad play, and I just got super lucky. So here, as I said, I go into Pheasantipity because I want to scout what set this is. It looks to be a special set, and it did 50%, so I'm like, okay, cool. Click Poison Jab, don't get a poison, which is fine. Click U-turn, don't get a poison, which is fine. Then I go into Palm Up. I get burned. Uh-oh. That's not great, but here's the thing. Where is their electric immunity? It's dead, so I just click Double Shock. A nice 25% to the Dog Spawn. And natural cure, baby. Busted ability. So burn gets cured. I get to go straight into my Torn, which I was pretty sure this was a body press set. So I just went Torn. And worst case, I get to heal because of Regenerator. Just click Sludge Wave trying to get damage. Espeon comes in, U-turn on it, it's very weak. I go Garchomp. Because of my Roselli Berry, I don't take a lot from this training case. And Rough Skin puts them exactly back to where they already were. They Psy Shock me, do a decent amount of damage, but I get to kill the Espeon. And now I can get hazards up, right? So Valiant comes back in, again I just go into Fez, take that close combat very comfortably. And I don't remember what I do, but I think it's Roost? No, it's Poison Jab. Again, no poison. Okay, Toxic Chain is fake, but you know. I get burned on the Will-O-Wisp, which is, again, fine. I knock, because I was expecting to switch into Dog Spawn. They didn't switch. They just Will-O-Wisp again. And since I'm Scarfed, I kind of have to switch, because I'm not doing anything with knock. I go into Clippin, and they go into Luxray. Now, this turn, they said afterwards that they were expecting me to switch. And here's my thought process, right? What does Bundle do for me right now? Bundle lets me be faster than you, and not kill you with a Hydro Pump. You don't die. I'm faster than you, and I don't kill you. I'm faster than you, and I do kill you, right? All my other mons can do exactly what Bundle does, just better and safer, because they're not Ice type. So that is sort of one of the big reasons why I decided just staying with Clippin here. The other thing is, if this was Trailblaze, like Terra Normal Trailblaze, I'm in trouble. If it Trailblazes once, that's still fine, because Palma outspeeds. If it Trailblazes twice, now we're in trouble, right? Which is why I just stay in, click Hydro Pump to try and put him in range of Rough Skin, which I do manage to do. So I just switch in Garchomp, and maybe he'll kill himself on Rough Skin. He didn't, go Stock Spawn. And here, I click Stealth Rock. Again, what does Garchomp do for me here? Not a lot, right? If I get rocks up here, I prevent Wish passing into Luxray, and I put Valiant into range of a +2 Surf, and I weaken Drifloon a ton. So Stealth Rock overall there just seemed to be the better play. I was of course risking a play rough. Didn't happen. They take for some rough skin damage. I go into Fez. I mean, Pheasantipity is just sitting here, right? Now this turn I Roost. Because, I mean, I want to just keep my HP. And there they Wish. They Protect. Well, at max HP. Which, that's not how Wish works, but okay. And there you go. They get a kill on rocks. Impossible for him to get a Wish, even if they had to use the Wish to turn before. Drifloon comes in, I click Poison Jab. Finally, I get the poison, and they blow up. So that's fine. Again, I just Roost, because, you know, I want to keep my HP. They roar into my Blastoise, and at this point, I just want to go for game. Click Shell Smash. At -1, their body press does 43%. So I have quite enough HP left to the point where I'm comfortable just clicking Surf. So they Protect to get some lefties, I Surf, they Body Press again. Now they've put me into Torrent range. And I just get to Surf again. And that's pretty much game because I'm faster, and Surf 100% kills because I'm in Torrent. GG. That's a 6-0. I do want to, I don't really know why they didn't roar at the end there of Doxman, but hey. We won! Woohoo! Alright, so yeah. Game went pretty alright for me, to be honest. I was able to bring in Blastoise and do exactly what I wanted to do with it. Palma, unfortunately, is probably not ever going to get a kill in this league. I swear, it's been 3 weeks. I've been trying my darndest, but he just doesn't kill anything. But yeah, that was week 3, and I'll see you next week when we play against Staniel, and hoo boy. I'll see you then.